Timeless Tales, a tale from Aesop's Fables, the boy who cried wolf. In the hills above a small Greek village, where goats and olive trees shared the same dusty terraces, and the air smelled always of thyme, there lived a boy named Damos. Each morning before dawn, his father would shake him awake and send him up the long path to the high pasture. His task was simple enough: watch the sheep, keep them together, call for help if a wolf came down from the mountain. The village had trusted this task to boys for 300 years. They trusted Damos now. He was 12, strong-legged, sharp-eyed, and as the season wore on, deeply, profoundly bored. The sheep grazed, the hours crawled, the sun hammered the hillside. Below he could hear the sounds of the village, the hammer of the blacksmith, the laughter from the market, and he was up here alone, watching wool walk in slow circles.
Nothing ever happens up here. Nothing. The same stones, the same clouds, the same 37 sheep making the same 37 noises. Even a small wolf would be welcome at this point. At least that would be something.
One afternoon, halfway through summer, as the heat pressed down on the hillside and even the sheep looked bored, an idea crept into the boy's mind. He knew what would happen if a wolf came. The village had a system. One shout, and every man with a stick or a blade would come running up the path. He had seen it tested once, years before, when he was small. Everyone had come, immediately, every single one. He turned this knowledge over like a smooth stone in his hand, and then he smiled.
Wolf, wolf, there's a wolf in the pasture. Help, come quickly, the flock, it's after the flock, wolf.
Where is it, boy? Where did the wolf go? I don't see anything. Is the flock intact? Count them, count everyone.
They had come running, every one of them. Farmers with hoes, the blacksmith with his hammer still hot, the baker in his flour-dusted apron, all panting up the hill to find 37 calm sheep and one boy barely suppressing a grin. They searched the tree line. They found nothing. There was a particular look in their eyes as they turned to go, not the sharp kind of anger, but the tired kind, the kind that comes when someone has made you feel foolish. They muttered and walked back down the hill. Damos waited until they were out of earshot. Then he laughed. He laughed until his sides ached. It was, he decided, the most entertainment he had managed since spring, and so 2 weeks later he did it again.
Wolf, wolf on the hillside, a big one, gray as smoke. It's already taken one of the lambs. Please come now, come fast, wolf.
Damos, sit down. You will listen to me now and not argue. I know what you did. The whole village knows. I am not angry, I am frightened for you. You do not understand what you have undone. When you shout wolf as a game, you teach the village a lesson, not the lesson you think. The lesson they learn is this: Damos's voice means nothing. And one day, it may be soon, it may be next season, a wolf will come, a real wolf. And you will shout, and your throat will go raw with the shouting, and we will hear you. Every one of us will hear you, and we will think, there is that boy again, and we will not come.
Father, you'd always come in the end. You couldn't just leave the flock unguarded. What if it was real? You'd always come. That's just what people do.
Three weeks after that conversation, the wolf came. It came in the mid-afternoon when the light turns gold and lazy, when a boy's eyes grow heavy. It came from the northern trees, grey, large, moving low to the ground the way wolves do when they are serious. Damos saw it before it saw him. His heart stopped, then it started again very fast. He stood. He filled his lungs. He shouted, "Wolf, a real wolf, please, this time it is real. Come now, come quickly." In the village below, the blacksmith looked up. The baker looked up. The farmers in the fields straightened their backs and listened. Then they looked at each other. Then they went back to their work. Damos shouted until his voice cracked and broke. He threw stones. He waved his arms until his shoulders burned. The wolf moved through the flock with terrible, unhurried patience. When it was finished, it slipped back into the tree line as quietly as smoke. The hill went silent. 6 sheep were gone.
I believe you. I believed you the moment I heard the change in your voice. But belief is not a foot. It cannot climb a hill. I could not make the others move, and I could not move fast enough alone. I am sorry, Damos, truly, but you must understand, what is broken here is not something I can mend. Only time may, and time is slow medicine.
Damos sat on the hillside until long after dark, among the sheep that remained. He was past crying. He sat with the weight of what he had learned, that trust is not a well that refills itself, that a voice only carries as far as it has been believed. In the valley below, the lamps of the village came on, one by one, like small answers to small prayers. None of them were for him. He went home at midnight. He never cried wolf again. But for a long season after, the village still flinched, just slightly, whenever his voice carried down from the hill.
A single lie does not vanish when it is done. It lives on in every true word that comes after and makes that true word harder to hear.
Timeless Tales by AmtocSoft. A new tale every day. Subscribe and walk with us.